First, the top headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren lays foundation stone of luxury 5-star hotel at Cabo-Lekai. Chief Minister N. Biren flex off 6 mobile integrated counselling and testing centre ICTC vans for Manipur AIDS Control Society MACS. CDO Imphal East seizes 3.51 kg of heroin number 4. Thirteen drug abusers held from Node AOC. Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu to visit India for SCO Defense Ministers meeting. And centre and state government should work together to provide quality sports facilities to players, urges Prime Minister. Warm greetings and welcome to ELITETV News. I'm your news anchor Ishika Rajkumari presenting you the 3 p.m. English news. And before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV also requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now let's begin with the news in details. As part of Hotel Classic of Hotel, a foundation stone of luxury 5-star hotel was laid at Cabo-Lekai today. During the occasion held at Sangai Hall of Hotel Imphal, Chief Minister N. Biren, Mahut Minister Yumnam Khemchan, ministers, MLAs, officials of Babina Group attended among others. Speaking at the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren asserted that Manipur has a lot of loopholes to be developed. In a few years, various changes and development have been witnessed in the state. Comparing to earlier generation, he further stated that the youths of the generation supported the certainty and reality. Besides, he lauded Classic Group of Hotels for the initiatives in providing shelter to the contestants of Femina Miss India.
Classic Group ki mayam sigi hospitality aduga moigi lady service se aduki mati ekoi thagani adu mayam sing ai dumangne hek lakpa sing se Japanese ambassador la after a long gap Zaika gi la me after a long gap mayam la eba lakpa sing se yam ai loi ne do ai ne loi ai hangi no state mai do we pay the we
Meanwhile, Managing Director of Babina Group, Dr. T.H. Dhavali, assured that the luxury 5-star hotel will be completed by 2025 before the Sangai Festival and delineate the facilities which will provide by the hotel.
The Classic Group of Hotels met an analysis during the pre-COVID time for the rooms that we have in our hotels, having 7,000 plus per night. We met an analysis that showed that the occupancy rate was quite low. The maximum was 17.19 in Hotel Imphal, and the minimum was in the classic, all classic hotel, that's 9.3. Average is around 14%, that is less than 15%. That's the indication that the viability of five-star hotel was questionable at that time, because we need at least 40% occupancy of the rooms to make it viable. But we have seen change in the recent past, that is especially in the COVID, post-COVID times. There is sudden increase of inflow of tourists and then other business travelers to the state. So the occupancy rate has gone up to around 30%. And as I said, we need 40% occupancy for the viability. So it's very close to 40%. And I think it should be viable in coming 2 to 3 years.
Chief Minister N. Biren, along with Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan, flagged off 6 mobile integrated counselling and testing centre ICTC vans for Manipur AIDS Control Society MACS to provide medical facilities at Senapati, Churachandpur and 4 other various districts in the valley. Speaking at the sidelines, Chief Minister N. Biren asserted that the ICTC vans for MACS ensures to reach of services to remote areas and provide regular health checkup, antenatal care counseling, testing for HIV and other major ailments. After the test, the patients can directly admit to RIMS and Jenims for further treatment. Besides, he stated that they will give more emphasis on age-related ailments and ensure to deploy more teams of MACS at the left-out districts. As HIV/AIDS is related to drugs, the abusers need to rehabilitate, ensuring that they evade from drugs and stress the need of awareness and abundant rehabilitation centers, as the one rehabilitation center run by government cannot provide fully. However, the government ensured to set up more rehabilitation centers, and he further exhorted people to cooperate in rooting out the drug menace, as drugs is a poisonous and harmful substances. It can tear down from generation to generation.
Sigi gari taruk sigi gari sigi manung da masjid the medical equipment sing even a jagam da koi health camp to sigi hai bada logi adugi machak sun pu ba test blood test over gi adagi BP gi adi anything any kind of khara measured nataba ayamba test or kan da madu da sida pora freeze gi kari gi facility lo yaure la masjid pora kan da koina kano da koi rim soiro jenim soiro aduga any laboratory the test or madu gi result gi matung ina mo makha yeng ba ba aduga immediately ada thu kai gi di mafam du da mafam na salaga yeng ba ba aduga yam maru ina koina priority pi do disi AIDS Kumari line of a poaching in Hana Quina, the Woodabasi. I tell you, Yobuya having it. Other than I see Haribasi district, Taru, district of Sea, Beligi district Mari, Aduga Singi, the Senapatiga, Chorchandpur Hanathari, Aduga Ukrulne, Taminglone, Kara Nero Lambising Labis in the bus as Obosi, no idea, do not Sidaki Kitan picked up bus, a quay high grade, Jam the Gia, those Jam get through the low winning.
All Komba Road United Club organization want to block Imphal Yairipok Road from 25th April as the road is in miserable condition, which have reached such an extent that it has become intolerable. In a press meet held at the Youth Guidance Club of Komba Ketrilekai, speaking to the media, Lenin Hirong of the organization highlighted that as the Imphal Yairipok Road is adversely affecting the social environment and also jeopardizing the health of the people, they had submitted memorandum to authority concerns and Chief Minister to repair the road. However, they have fallen on deaf ears. The people in the locality were impelled to close down the road until an appropriate measure is taken.
ngasi boboda kai gumba mata positive response pirak da badu ngasi ekoi irinbung PSK OC ekoi OC samna sinbi raga ekoi Imphal district ki division ki e hobi raga ekoi kengba solve to bo yana na ba sinbi masi damakta ekoi irinbung PSK OC so ekoi ani ngai litna khar ba phongdok chari loina na laiba koi concern Imphal East nasu solve tobasi koi matam tharaga kai makra khana na ba kai makra tungda mu semba yanan bagi mong da khana ni nasi hai bagi mong do ina thabani na madu de koi mang da hanjan na koi hai khra da ngasi bo ba maina khana na bagi matam oina amuk biu hai bani na modo koi apru ko na yaba ngamjaroi madi na eta taiba praja sing na madu yaba ngamjaroi mar madu na hayeng dagi koi lambi asi matam kaktana thingjan jaragani athubada amuka hena kan ba khongjan changchal latri ngai da mari leina ba department authority sing na hai ba lambi si am thuna matam ko chuna ba thakta sembiu hai na koi all combo road United Club Organization akurgo gi maike madi na eta taiba praja pun maki mo chinjaraga ina mayang pumda press media gi tang nolung singjari.
After MLA Thokchom Radhesham, MLA Karam Shyam and MLA P. Brojan has stepped down from advisor to CM, Chairman of Tourism Corporation and Chairman of Manipur Development Society, MLA of Uripok AC KH Rajkumari tendered his resignation letter to Chief Minister N. Biren from the post of Chairman Manireda for personal reasons and also in the public interest. A team of CDO Imphal East, led by Officer in Charge, CDO Imphal East Unit Inspector KH Henry Singh and OC Hangang Police Station Inspector KH Patho Maite, under the command of MPS Additional SP Operations Imphal East KH Herojit Singh and under the supervision of IPS Superintendent of Police Imphal East K. Trimayum Sivakanta Singh, took position at Sangakpam according to a reliable input about transportation of contraband items along National Highway 2 on Sunday at around 4 p.m. During the course, a suspected SUV Scorpio vehicle bearing registration number WB58BF/6620 was spotted speeding up towards Manipur site. Then a police team hot chased the vehicle and it stopped abruptly at Manipur Bazaar as the vehicle was blocked by a tanker at a crossing. Mercyland, Manipur, and two persons came out of the vehicle and ran speedily on opposite directions, during which Muhammad Samir, 23, son of Muhammad Hefazuddin of Lilong Chaubok Mairen Khun, Lilong Police Station, Thobal District, was caught from Manipur Bazaar and arrested and seized 265 numbers of swab cases suspected to be containing contraband heroin number 4 powder with a total of 3 kg and 51 grams approximately from his possession by observing necessary formalities. The arrestee stated that the above recovered heroin number 4 powder belongs to one drug dealer from Lilong, and on the advice of the said drug dealer, he along with one of his associates took the above recovered heroin number 4 powder from the dealer to transport the same to Guwahati. He further stated that he was about to get a sum of Rs 25,000 as transportation charge. In connection with this, an FIR has been registered at Hangang Police Station under the NDPS Act. Follow-up action is being taken up to arrest other culprits. The police recovered one SUV Mahindra Scorpio, one mobile phone iPhone 6s along with one SIM card, one wallet containing a sum of Rs 120, one Aadhaar card and one driving license. Imphal West District Police picked up 13 abusers from North AOC area. According to police, they will be handed over to different rehabilitation centers. Please stay tuned, viewers. We'll be right back after a short break.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 kilometers away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration commence and open for 2023 and 24 session.
The legendary brand Vespa was born in 1946. The Vespa has a unique design with a V-shaped grille to complement its sleek cast. The Piaggio emblem at the front gives you the pride of ownership, innovative appearance. The design was inspired by the wasp, hence the name Vespa.
Adom gari macha darkar oibibra? Sukna gi minute kuntra gi manungda document ichang changdana Vespa amadi Aprilia gi apamba model sing supna dagi lupa lising tara khaktang puthok piduna loan oina lawba yabagi khudong chaba pizare. Akupa marol kidamak contact tobirau 9089895330 amadi 9615823252 Tulasi Motors Private Limited Thangmaiwan amadi Sangai Pro Kudong Chaba si Mangan Bigano ngasi mag-contact tobirau terms and conditions apply.
Touch the pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
Welcome back after the break, and you're watching ELITETV English News. Now let's continue with the news again. The Corcom has categorically stated that the Khongjong War was not a war fought to defend the independence, but it was a war fought to protect the sovereignty of Manipur. A statement issued by the proscribed outfit, Corcom Publicity Committee, said that the Khongjong War was fought knowing well that there was no chance for Manipur, but the war inspires the present generation to live with freedom. The supreme sacrifices made by the heroes and martyrs of the Anglo-Manipur War taught a very valuable lesson to the present generation that one moment of freedom is more meaningful than 100 years of bondage itself. After the British invaders took over the palace of Manipur on April 27, 1891, British rule of suppression began in Manipur, Kangleipak, with Maxwell as its chief political officer. The repressive regime of the British rulers gave rise to the first Nupilal of 1904, the Jadonang movement post-1921, the Irabot movement post-1935, and the second Nupilal of 1939. Soon after India's annexation of Manipur in 1949, Irabot launched an armed liberation movement. The same movement has been continuing till that, with many paying with their lives against the repressive regime, it said. Manipur Kangleipak has not yet achieved independence. Taking advantage of the many black laws, Indian military forces have detained, raped and killed a large number of people, it alleged. This grim situation will persist in the coming years too, while the territory of Manipur has been growing smaller and smaller. Not satisfied with the divide and rule game, a process of balkanization of Manipur is being pursued actively. With the government of India transplanting their surplus population in Manipur, Kangleipak, the state is being overwhelmed by non-local people, the Corcom said. There is little difference between the war fought in the 19th century and the ongoing war. The first one was against white Sahibs, while the later is against Indian Sahibs, it alleged. It was this unity which brought about the 7 years devastation, and again the Khongjong War, it continued. In order to avoid such catastrophic events, we need to be united, the Corcom asserted. We are still living a wretched life of slavery. We need to struggle collectively as one if we must free ourselves from this bondage, it said. One very important message of Khongjong Day is unite and be united, it added. Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu will visit India to take part in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Defense Ministers meeting to be held on April 27 and 28. This will be the first time that a Chinese Defense Minister will be in India following the Galwan Valley clash between the two countries in June 2020. India has also sent an invite to Pakistan for its defense ministers' participation in the meeting. However, Islamabad is yet to confirm their participation. And now in the sports news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today praised the athletes from the Northeast region of India for their outstanding performance in various sports events. During his virtual address to the Sports Minister, Chintan Sivir in Manipur, the Prime Minister acknowledged the vital role played by the Northeast in taking the country's sports tradition forward. He also highlighted the need for improving sports infrastructure in the country to support talented athletes and ensure the success at the international level. He urged the centre and state governments to work together to provide quality sports facilities to players. Last year, India saw a remarkable performance by its athletes in several international sports events, and the Prime Minister emphasized the importance of celebrating their achievements. In his address, the Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports and Information and Broadcasting, Anurag Singh Thakur, said that cooperation between centre, states and various stakeholders is a must to promote the sports in the country. The Union Minister also praised the achievements made by Manipur in the field of sports. Anurag said that under the Khelo India Abhiyan, the government has been trying to improve the sports in the nook and corner of the country. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh also attended the inaugural ceremony.
कितने ही खिलाड़ियों ने तिरंगे की शान बढ़ाई है, देश के लिए मेडल्स जीते हैं, देश की खेल परंपरा को आगे बढ़ाने में पूर्वोत्तर और मणिपुर का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान रहा है। यहाँ के सगोल कांगजई, थांगता, यूबी लाकपी, मुकना।
For the TV News channel, contact today's email address info@elitetv.in or 94028909982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now let's go through the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren lays foundation stone of luxury 5-star hotel at Kabolaikai. Chief Minister N. Biren flex off 6 mobile integrated counselling and testing centre ICTC vans for Manipur AIDS Control Society MACS. CDO Imphal East seizes 3.51 kg of heroin number 4. "13 drug abusers held from North AOC. Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu to visit India for SCO Defense Ministers meeting. And centre and state governments should work together to provide quality sports facilities to players, urges Prime Minister. And that's all for today's 3 p.m. English News, and thank you for watching ELITETV. We'll be back with more news and updates at 6, so stay tuned, and finally signing off.